Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. I'm bringing you an origami inspired little container gift box favour today. I haven't a clue what this shape is called. My son is doing A-level maths. I asked him, he said he actually didn't think that it existed. I went on to Google and the two things that I came up with seemed to say that it was a bipyramid, and one of them said it was a rhombic bipyramid. So I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there who knows maths and shapes and what have you, but this is my little box. Inside it has some little chocolates. Yes, guess who's been to IKEA? And it's just great. It's great fun for a little gift or a little favour, and I even got to play with fruit basket, look, and make my own little fruit bowl full of fruit. And so I'm going to show you how I made this, and it is dead easy and real good fun. So I'm going to show you. So I have 3 pieces of coordinating DSP that are 5 by 5. Now if I just lean over my shoulder and grab you my prototypes that I was playing with earlier, and you'll cry because I've actually used current DSP as prototypes, but I was playing with sizes. So this is 6 by 6, this is a 5 by 5, and I'm going on the size of the DSP, 6 inches by 6 inches per sheet, 5 by 5, and this little fella was 4 by 4. This was too little for what I wanted, which is a shame because it's quite an ideal little size. But if I sort of put them in my hands, I mean, I don't have very big hands anyway, but you can sort of see. And again, if I maybe put them, let's put that one over there. If I put them on the grid paper, let me just pop that up a bit, it might give you some idea as to the size of them. But as I say, that was quite a big one, 6 by 6, and they're quite sturdy as well. As you can see, I'm throwing them around and not much is happening to them. But those are my prototypes, those are what I was playing with. So 3 sheets of DSP, 5 inches by 5 inches, all 3 of them, and a bone folder. And you simply don't get mixed up as well if you want 3 different sheets when you're turning it over, because you can do. So we're going to fold corner to corner so that we have a triangle which crease with the bone folder. We then fold over from that corner to that corner to make a smaller triangle, and just be careful that your paper doesn't slip because you need these to be relatively precise. Why are you jumping around? Stay where you're meant to be. So give that a good crease as well. Open it back out and bring this corner up to this corner. So we're just going to fold it over and again reinforce that crease. And then the same with this side. Fold him up to meet that corner. And again, just grab your bone folder and crease him. And what we actually then do is open him back out so you've got this kind of shape with your open bit there. And you do that with all 3. So just corner to corner, fold and burnish, far corners together. That will give you the crease up the centre, and then that corner up to the top. So that one, and then this one. And I'm sorry, but I'm so rubbish at editing and stuff that I don't know how to speed this up, otherwise I would do. The good thing is that I can chat to you about the exciting fruit basket. I think this is such a cute sweet. It has the beautiful DSP, we have washi, we have those lovely adhesive backed sequins, we have these super cute little tiny itty bitty punches. I mean, what more could you really want? Maybe the lemon lime twist mini striped ribbon. That is really a mouthful. I just find it all so lovely, and it all just goes so well together. Okay, so I've rattled on, done it. So I've now got my 3 pieces like this, and this is where the sort of the fiddliness comes in. So grab one of your pieces, it really doesn't matter which one. Get a second one, you hold them both in the same way, so you've both got the gaps on the outside, and what we're going to do is we're going to tip this one up so that your points and your opener are at the top. These 2 points here are going to go in between your sheets either side, so you're going to slide them in just into those pieces there, if you can see. So it's gone in between those, so it sits in, and once you push and tuck, you have that. So those ends have gone inside. You can see how this is forming. So again, with your 2 open bits here, twist your 3rd sheet up to the top exactly the same, and tuck these pieces in between the double sheet. It starts to get fiddly here because you're fighting paper, but once you sort of get it going, and like I said, you kind of have to fiddle. Also remember that folded paper is actually quite tight, so if you're not getting them in the corner, just open it up slightly, because you'll find that it will actually go. So I'm now left with this kind of shape. So what I'm going to do is open my pouch. So that now is the inside of my box, or rhombic bipyramid. Not going to call it that because that's crazy. So I'm going to pop chocolates in, and I think 2 is going to be enough because I don't want to overfill it. It's not actually that big when you think of your shape. So the last part now is these corners are going to have to go in between this bit at the top. So you sort of slide, and what you may find, oops, bang my head on the tripod, let's take them out while I'm showing you. What you may find is that you have to undo this piece slightly, because it won't want to go in because that paper is so tightly packed there. So I'm very slowly and gently easing this corner away, so in effect you're opening it all up so it's a bit looser, and then you have to feed these top pieces into those top pieces. Now when I did this myself, I found that not only were the pieces inside bowing outwards, which was making it harder, but you kind of just have to keep fiddling and pushing and playing until it decides it wants to go in. And the other thing I found as well was actually if I took one out that's already been put in place, it actually helps. And this is when you'll know if your folding and scoring was straight, because if not, it won't stay where it should be. So let's tuck these back in. And so, because what you've got to remember is this shape here is the same as this shape here, but when you're first pushing it in, you go in at the points down here, so you have to sort of guide them round to where they want to be. And like I said, it is just a case of fiddling, and eventually we start to take shape. Just make sure, as I said, that those pieces aren't bowing out, because that won't help either. Come on. He doesn't want to play today. Come on. Here we go, we're starting to go now. There we go, you see? Just literally keep sort of wiggling and forcing and wiggling and forcing, and eventually we're in. Now, obviously you're going to say, oh, but you haven't put the chocolates in. It doesn't matter, because now we're there, this will go together quite easily. And I'm just simply going to pull this part, or this part, whichever bit wants to come away easily. There we go. And I'm just simply going to slide my chocolates inside, which is probably why it's easier not to use something too big and bulky. And then it just, because once it's sort of gone, it'll go again. And then you just give your sides a little push. And there you go. There's your shape. So what you need to do before all of that, no, I'm kidding. You now need to add my cute little tag, which I think is just so cute. I'm using the 1/16 of an inch handheld circle punch, and again, it just depends where you want this to sit. I sort of have the focus page, the focus DSP if you like, so I've got banana and then I've got two contrasting, so I've got the slices and I've got two contrasting. So I want to pop my hole punch just in here, and you can just about squeeze this in without wrecking your box. You need some twine, and I'm using the beautiful silver twine that's also in the new catalogue. And again, it may be easier to do this before you put your box together, but firstly, I don't know whereabouts my hole is going to sit on my DSP before I do all of this. And as you can see, that literally took me seconds to actually thread it through, so I'm not overly bothered. So I've got my twine there, and I'm just simply going to make a knot just down there, and then trim those ends off. And I've already pre-stamped these because again I knew this would take ages. So I've stamped my bowl in Calypso Coral that was stamped off. So I stamped the outline in Calypso Coral, stamped off, and stamped the infill, and then I just fussy cut those out. And then I stamped my fruit and my sentiment. So my strawberry is Real Red and Garden Green, which, as I said, I'm just going to punch, and I've done two. Now, the only downside to this is Pear Pizzazz Soft Suede. When you come to stick your fruit together, because mine actually do have a front and a back, the strawberry is the only one that doesn't actually line up, but nobody notices because it is such a tiny thing. Nobody notices it. Watermelon, again, is Real Red and Garden Green. And how gutted am I that we retired Watermelon Wonder, because wouldn't that have been perfect for this? Never mind. Maybe some of you still have it. I don't have any of my old retired ink colours, sadly. And finally, my pineapple is Crushed Curry and Old Olive. And I think these are just so tiny. I think you could probably make them into earrings or a bracelet charm or anything really, because they're just too cute. Right, so fruit basket. So strawberry top and bottom, pear top and bottom, watermelon, and my pineapple, and that's literally how I stamped them. So let's cut my sentiment. So we'll just move these away. So I literally stamped it on a scrap piece of Whisper White in basic black, and I'm just going to trim this right down to a tiny piece. Oops, come here. I think my blade's going to need changing. So I've cut that down to a slimmer piece, and then I'm actually going to take some off the ends and then I'm just sort of eyeballing halfway to do my banner end. Exactly the same this side to do my banner end, that end. So there's that piece. And then to put my fruit together, first thing I did was grabbed some snail and I just ran a length of snail across the top. So glue dots, put your fruit together. So I'm just literally going to stick each one on here. And then, so watermelon, watermelon, and I'm literally just sticking them together and then popping him on there. So, oops, pineapple, pineapple, together, my pear, oops, oh no, 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 thank goodness it landed on the chair. Don't want to be scurrying around for the little tiny pear. Oops. There's my pear stuck together, which I'm going to stick there. Put my pineapple on. And last but not least, my strawberry. And this is, like I said, the only one that doesn't match up at the top, but it doesn't matter. So, it doesn't matter which way round he goes actually. Stick him on. I then need a couple of dimensionals in there. I then need a glue dot there in the centre between those two. And then where my knot is on my twine, and literally place it virtually on that glue dot. I'm then going to put another one over the top. This is just to doubly ensure that it stays in place. Take the backing off my dimensionals and then obviously put the back of my fruit bowl in place. Spin it over, and there's my fruit bowl, you see, made up. That's not very good, is him. Give him a squeeze, he might just go right. And last but not least, my little Hello Friend sentiment, which has one dimensional on the back and then goes on. And again, if you just pay attention that the twine is actually at the back, and then I just pop him on. That's actually probably a bit thick, but it's okay. And there he is, my fruit bowl and my rhombic by pyramid. My little box, my origami pyramid box, perfect for a little gift. And I think I'll have to hold them because they just won't sit flat. But they're great little treats, great for a favour, for a wedding or a party, or even maybe a swaps, who knows. So, hope you enjoyed that little project. It did take me a little while to fiddle with the box, but they do eventually go in place, as you saw. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!